So tonight I'm going to be doing the skillet meal called Cowboy Grub, which is an e-meal from Trim Healthy Mama. And an e-meal just stands for energizing, which is a higher carb and lower fat meal. It doesn't mean it's got excessive carbs, it just means that it's higher carb than the S meal. So this is a really quick go-to meal that you can do on a really busy night if you come home late from holiday shopping or from work, and it requires minimal ingredients. So the original recipe is for 6 to 8 people, but I'm gonna be halving that today. So I'll show you guys what it looks like, and in the description below I'll put the full recipe, and you guys can half it if you want to. All right, so your basic ingredients for cooking is just gonna be some hamburger meat, 1 to 2 pounds of hamburger meat, or if you like chicken instead, you could do ground chicken or ground turkey. This is just 93.7 hamburger meat. You guys could get the higher fat content for a lower price of hamburger meat, but you and then just rinse off the excess fat. Totally up to you. You're gonna need some frozen seasoning blend. This stuff is a lifesaver because you don't have to chop anything up and it's ready to go. You're also gonna need some brown rice and some corn, tomatoes, and pinto beans. That's the basis of your meal right here. And I'm gonna be using my Amira Lagasse back here, which is a lifesaver also on time, to do the rice ahead of time. Mine just tends to come out better when I'm using this, and it just takes one less thing off my plate for the day. And I'll show you guys how that works too. It's pretty cool. And here's the seasonings that you're gonna need. You're gonna need chili, garlic, and cumin, salt and pepper, and then cayenne pepper is optional. So it's totally up to you. If you like it a little bit more spicy, you can add some cayenne pepper in there, but these are the basic ingredients. So this is a really simple, fast, and easy Trim Healthy Mama email. So let's get started.
All right, you guys, the longest part of this recipe is literally just browning the hamburger meat. The entire thing probably takes really less than 10 minutes, especially using like the Amira Lagasse to help me speed along getting the rice done. But if you were doing the rice in like a pan on your stove, I think it might take you about 12 to 15 minutes with brown rice, because it typically just takes a little bit longer for brown rice to get to the desired consistency when you're using it for this recipe. Also, just the other thing that I'd love to mention is this recipe that you're seeing me do is actually the halved version of it, and by the time I'm done, you're gonna see it is a large amount of food still. So my family is a family of 4, and we ended up having leftovers for like 3 days, and I still had to throw some of it out because there was just too much for us to be able to eat. So this is the halved recipe that you guys are seeing me do right here. I want to apologize for the way my voice sounds today. I have tried to wait to do this voiceover till I've felt better, but I have been struggling through, I'm not sure if it's been the flu or COVID, but something incredibly hard to deal with. But I'm on the other side, I just sound really nasally. So I just want to apologize up front for that. But I want to tell you guys here, when I show you my rice in a second, you're going to see that big lump in there. I just want to tell you what that is. I usually put a chicken bouillon in my rice. Every single time I cook it, I've done it for years. It just adds a little bit more flavor than if I were to use just like chicken stock. So that's what that was. You don't have to do your brown rice that way, but that's why it even looks a little bit more yellow right there, because I used the chicken bouillon. So you can totally do that. I'm also going to show you guys here in just a few minutes some toppings that you can put on this for yourself as an e-meal, and then also how you can kind of dress it up for your family who maybe wants to do crossover meals. So I'm going to show you guys the toppings here in just a second. So the way I like to make this for my family is just by putting chips on the bottom of it, and then I put the Cowboy Grub over the top of it, and then I put some sprinkled cheese and some sour cream on top. I use the Chobani Greek yogurt. It's just the non-fat plain Greek yogurt instead of the sour cream for mine, and I don't add any cheese and I don't add any chips for mine, obviously, just to keep it in E mode. But for mine, you're gonna see I'm just going to put a little bit of the Cowboy Grub in a bowl, and a little goes a long way because this is a really hearty meal. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of Greek yogurt to the top so that it gives it a little extra something. I like it. It tastes good to me. And then I'm going to show you how I make my 3-year-old's plate, and I just put a little bit of chips on his, put a little cheese, sour cream, and then I do the same thing for the rest of my family, and they devour this. So it's really delicious. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and let me know if you guys do this recipe, what you think of it. And don't forget to click that subscribe button if you like this video today. Please give it a quick thumbs up and hang out with me again. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.